Hi everybody, this is Julia with Simply Love Designs, and today I want to go over my favorite beginner watercolor tools. So first, let's start by talking about paper. So this on top here, the Strathmore watercolor paper is a good paper for beginners. It's cheaper than some stuff I'll talk about later, but it's a good weight and it's good to begin to practice with. So this one's the 140 pound. And then if you look at it, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but you can see that the paper is rough, that there's texture there to it. And that's what helps hold the water when you when you do watercoloring. And so there's a rough side and a more smooth side, and you want to paint on the rough side. Okay. And so if you are just beginning, this is a great paper to start out with. So the next kind of paper that I want to talk about is your more professional paper. So this is a lot more expensive. But the difference that you'll see is, so this is another option is I have a little watercolor journal. The brand here is Field Artist. I just found this on Amazon. But if you look at this, let's see if I can get it to focus right. This is what will happen with your cheaper paper, because the more you work it, you see these little grains of the paper coming up. And so if you work the paper too much, more than a couple times, you'll start to lift the paper and you'll get stuff like this, which is fine if you're just beginning and just trying to figure things out. The cheaper option is a good way to go. But then if you use, so this is a piece I did on the arches. See if I can get it to focus here. So you can see, one thing I've noticed is that the colors are a lot more vibrant on this kind of paper. And then I went over this a couple times with different layers. And the difference is that this is 100% pure cotton. And so if you want nice paper, this is the brand that I was able to find at my local craft store. Look for the pure cotton. It's still the 140 pound and it's still cold pressed. And so it's more grainy. So you can see like the grip, the texture of this paper, and it holds a lot more water. And there's the smooth side and a rough side, and you want to paint on the rough side there. So that's kind of about paper. I really like using my little journal here. That's a great option too, just for kind of messing around, figuring things out, trying different things. So that's an option too, and I'll link these. So next, let's talk about brushes. So I recommend starting with 3 brushes to begin with. Okay, so a small brush, and don't go with like the cheapest. I know like Michael's and things, they have like your level 1, level 2, level 3. And so this one is, let's see if I can get the brand in here, a size 1. Okay, so they're numbered, and the smaller the number, the smaller the brush. So you can see kind of that's a fine one. So that's a size 1. This one I really like. This one I use the most. It's the Master's Touch, so I think it's from Hobby Lobby, and it's the size 10. So it's a lot bigger than this, and I'm not an expert, so I don't know all the differences and types of bristles. This one's a really cheap one that I'm not even sure where I got, but it's a flat brush, so these are called round brushes. And this one's a flat brush, which sometimes I like to do like a bigger piece, to just use the flat brush on that to spread the water and things. So this is the brand that I have, and this one's number, it's a 1/2 inch, it says, or 13 millimeter. So those are the 3 brushes. Another great option is these water brushes. Okay, you can get them in different sizes. So this one here is a smaller, finer tip, and this one's larger. So I started out with these, and then what you do is you just fill the barrel here with water inside. And then, because when you paint, you want, if you're just using regular paint brushes, you want at least 2 glasses of water. So one for your dirty and one to keep clean. So when I started, I had little kids and I didn't want them to get into things and spill my water. So these were a great option for me to start out with. So next, let's talk about paints. Favorite beginner-friendly paints is a tin like this. So this brand is Prima Watercolor. I just got it on Amazon. This is the tropical set, and on the outside, so it has this so you can hold it. I don't ever do it that way, but it's an option. It comes with a little card that you can do swatches on. So these are the colors in here, and then it opens up kind of like this. So you have your mixing tins and all your different colors all in here. So it's small, it's compact, it's easy, you have space to mix and do things with. So that's my favorite. Let's put this back for a beginner. And they have a bunch of different options of colors. So this one's my favorite one currently. My next, this is an older set. It's kind of a similar idea. I believe it's a Winsor Newton. You know, just like a travel set like this. Something small, something easy to use that doesn't take up a lot of space. This one I inherited, so I'm not sure how much it costs. Whereas this one was like, I want to say $15 to $20. I'll link them on Amazon if you're interested in those. All right. Okay, and then the other option for paints are your tubes of paints. So I have 2 different brands that I've been messing with lately. And so I have, what is this, the Grumbacher, the Academy. I just got at Michael's, and then these ones also at Michael's. These are the, let's see if I can get a good angle here, the Winsor & Newton, the Cotman watercolor. And so if you get paints like this, what you want is some kind of palette for them. So it's nice just to have like mixing area, and then you squirt a little bit of each tube into each place, and then it dries, and it's totally fine because you just activate it by adding water to it. So if you get the tubes, if that's the route you want to go, it's about $5 for each one of these, and I think it was $6 for this, but they last a long time because you don't need a whole lot. Alright, so those are the basic supplies. And I also just wanted to add, I am, like I said, I mess around, but I don't, watercolor's not, I'm not the best at it. And so my favorite book currently is this one by Colby Bloom. I just got this one on Amazon. I followed her for a while on Instagram and everything. And she has some great stuff, especially for beginners, some good courses and different things. I'll just show you in this book. So I like this one because it's the landscape, and that resonated with me. Got some good information in here about colors, complementary, all of those kinds of things. But then she also has like how to do like a night sky, and like different steps and how to do it, and it walks you through the project and everything like that. And so there's a lot of different projects in here. And so this is kind of where I've started. I actually following her on Instagram. She has a Skillshare class that I love. So she's my favorite resource currently when it comes to watercolor. And so I just wanted to mention that because it's a good place to start. And like, this is one that I did following her. She has like a 10-day challenge on YouTube. And so as I'm practicing, just simple things like this, you know, and she walks you through how to do them all. So that's another resource, is find someone that resonates with you. I love the landscape and the night sky, and so I like her stuff. If you want to do flowers, there's a lot of other people out there who teach, and so find someone that just resonates with you. So those are my favorite tools for beginners. If you have any questions or things that you want me to go into more detail about, leave them below.